According to Conserve Energy for the Future, billions of tons of litter are dumped into the ocean each year. This is more litter than garbage that ends up in proper trash disposal areas. Not only are millions of dollars a year spent on cleaning up litter, but it is an eyesore that is hazardous to the health of humans, animals, and our environment. I live in a low-income area, and it's covered in litter. Every time I take my dog for a walk, we try to pick up trash that we see, and we have noticed the difference that it has made in our neighborhood. I believe when people see me cleaning up their litter, they will be more inspired to get involved and less likely to litter. With this speech, I hope to inspire you to do your part in cleaning up litter too. Millions of dollars a year are spent every year cleaning up litter. It costs more to clean up litter than you might think. According to the North Carolina Department of Public Safety, the Department of Transportation spent over $15 million to remove 7.5 million pounds of roadside litter in 2015 alone. In general, businesses pay about 80% of costs that are recorded. According to the National Visible Litter Survey and Litter Cost Study, similar to businesses, litter costs are often not included as a budget line item, which makes it difficult to determine the money spent on litter cleanup. There are other indirect costs of litter that many people do not realize. Some of the indirect costs of litter include decreases in property values, decreases in commerce and tourism, and costly health effects of this form of waste. According to the 2009 National Visible Litter Survey and Litter Cost Study, 36% of business development officials say that litter impacts a decision to locate to a community. The presence of litter in a community takes a toll on property values and housing prices. According to the National Visible Litter Survey and Litter Cost Study, litter in a community decreases property values by 7%. Many homeowners would agree that the amount of litter in a particular neighborhood would influence their decision on whether or not to purchase a home there. Now that you've learned how much litter is costing us, let's talk about the toll it takes on us, the animals, and our environment. Litter is hazardous to the health of humans, animals, and the environment. It affects our health. It carries germs that attract rats and other disease-carrying animals. Think of a playground littered with glass bottles where children could easily cut themselves. It's hazardous to animals also. Aquatic animals can be directly killed by litter, like plastic choking turtles and other animals. Litter can also be poisonous to animals. Litter hurts our environment. It can be carried by storm drains into local waterways with potential for serious environmental contamination. Styrofoam containers can take up to 1 million years to decompose and break down. Knowing all of this, who would continue to litter? In order to combat the litter crisis in the United States, we must know who and why people are littering. Why do they litter? The presence of litter encourages more litter. According to a socio-ecological examination of observing litter behavior, higher quality context neighborhoods in prestigious areas have less litter than low socioeconomic residential areas. I live in a low-income area and notice an abundance of litter compared to some of the neighboring community parks and beaches. So what action can we take to combat the litter crisis? Stop littering. Even if there isn't always a garbage can immediately available, keep bags in your car and bring them out when you walk so you can dispose of your garbage properly. People who are aware of all the issues that come along with litter make more of an effort to refrain from littering and clean up litter when they see it. Education is key. Set an example for others by not littering, covering any trash containers completely, and making an active effort to clean up litter. Despite existing evidence of the negative economic, health, and environmental impacts, littering continues to be a problem that demands special attention. It's no secret that litter attracts litter. People are more likely to litter in an area that is already littered. On the other hand, people are less likely to litter when they know its harmful effects and see others doing so. Help me spread the word about the litter crisis in our country, please. Next time you see a piece of trash on the ground, pick it up. If you don't, it could be floating around in our oceans for the next 1,000,000 years.
Informative.
She's gonna start crying thinking about a sea turtle with a 6-pack.